Well, hello, my pickles, my turtles, and my snowflakes. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sarah, and this is Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto under 20. And that's how we roll. I love my keto. I do a simplified, basic keto. I don't have cheat days, cheat meals, carb reloads, up feeds, upticks, whatever's going on. I just do the regular keto every day. I'm a recovering food addict, which means that I will always be a food addict, and it's just how I manage my day. And so I manage my day by keeping it kind of strict, kind of very, very simple, tracked, weighed, measured, and it just makes for Sarah being a very happy camper. What do I love about keto? All the benefits. How I feel, how my body responds, all of the non-scale victories, and they just always keep getting better and better. They do. You know, it's like I had no idea how great it would be. I've been on keto under 20, I think, for 3 years now. And I was low carb, high fat before. I just I just did it all below. And I was 2 meals a day for about 2.5 of those years. For the last 6 months, I've been OMAD, and there's no turning back from my OMAD. I love it. And sometimes when I see what people have for, they don't eat breakfast, they'll have their lunch and their dinner, and I kind of miss it because I love my eggs, and so I just don't seem to have the same amount of eggs that I had, of course, when I had 2 meals a day, because eggs were usually part of the first meal. So I do kind of miss that, but I don't miss the 2 meals a day. Even though some days I'm very, very hungry. There are some days, it was funny, I was working last night and I was making my rounds of the cells, and all of a sudden I said, I'm really hungry. And it was like 5 in the morning. So it's just interesting because it's like there's no reason I should be hungry at 5 in the morning. But I think that the ghosts of the food addiction sometimes come in at odd times. So I just love my keto OMAD. It's just simple and plain, as are my foods. And one of my clients said to me, Sarah, what are you having this week for your meals? And I could tell her because I use the chronometer, and it just it just is simple, and it's a wonderful computer program. There's a free version as well as the like $36 version. And so today, what is the day today? They're just all kind of blurring because this is my fourth overnight in a row. And so I just had a few minutes before going to work, and I said, oh, I can do a video. So today, I've put everything in already, and I'm having, can you see it? I'm having 1,331 calories. My protein is 55.3. My carbs are 19.8. Is that true? Oh, I must have made a mistake in my, got the wrong day. That's why. Okay, this is betterer. That was my Sunday one, where my carbs are always at that like 19 point something, because I have Brussels sprouts, cauli crumbles, and asparagus. And it's my Sunday treat along with the ribeye. And the rest of the week I'm under 15. And today I'm at 12.3. My calories are 1,371. My protein is 33.6. My carbs are 12.3, and my fats are 135. And what am I having? I'm having what I call my leftover stew, which is a pound of grass-fed beef and cauli crumbles, some butter, cream cheese. It's all measured out. It's not just like thrown in. Let me see. Butter, cream cheese, 1 tablespoon of Rouse pizza sauce because it has the lowest carbs in it, and it's just enough of that flavoring. Um, yeah. Oh, and Emerald's organic beef stock, and the leftover Brussels sprouts and cauli crumbles, as well as some uh, raw, fresh cauli crumbles that will cook. And so I simmer that up for a couple of hours and let the flavors marry in the fridge. So I'm having that tonight with not my biggest salad, but a little bit smaller. And because I find that leftover stew is so rich that I couldn't finish my salad the other day, so I'll just make a smaller one. Oh, duh. Duh. So that's how I'm rolling. Who did I listen to this weekend? Well, I listened to Keto Mad Mike. He interviewed a woman, Krennis, a Pilates fitness expert. She's 61, in great shape. She had the most beautiful arms I've ever seen, much less than a 61-year-old. She is one powerhouse of strength, and it was a delightful interview. She sounds pretty carnivore, although sometimes her husband makes a one-meal pot of something, and she has like a side of beans or something, she said. But pretty carnivore. As Scott the truck driver says, ketovore. And I like that. That kind of works. So I listened to that, and I know I listened to other people that I'm supposed to remind myself to tell you, and I should have written it down, right? Oh, I know. I know. I listened to Dr. Hyman with his Pharmacy, Farmacy series, and he really has great guests on. And he had Gary Taubes on, and the two of them are like, to me, it's like looking at brothers. They're just both brilliant and pioneers in our field, and they're just so helpful. I could listen to the two of them talk for hours. They just did such a great job. And it's interesting when we do listen, really, really listen to these videos. You're donating, a few hours a day to listening to these people. I mean, there's a couple of people that I might listen to while I'm doing some things, but when I listen and look at their faces and just watch their expressions and really, take in the whole video, it's different. It takes a lot of concentration, and I enjoy it. And there's just certain people that I will always donate my time to, give my time to, allot my time to, that I just honor their work. And if any of you have your own YouTube channels, you know the work that's involved, and do the interviews like Keto Mad Mike has been doing a ton of interviews, and yeah, so I've just busied myself with that, and my keto book by Maria and Craig Emmerich, and then I've always got the Eat Rich, Live Long one that I refer to for things. So I just go merrily along. When you love your food program and you're a member of the No Matter What Club, it just makes it easier. There's just a wonderful calming part that goes along with the acceptance of what you're doing for yourself. And with my commitment to my keto, under 15, usually it's under 10, but I know that the cauliflower crumbles and the Brussels sprouts in the stew made it go up to like 12.6. And see, so you can fit a nice salad and veggies in a stew into your day and still be under 15 total carbs. I do total carbs. I never played with the net. It just seems too confusing for me and too slippery a slope for me. Because when being a recovering food addict, I have to be very, very careful because my mind is like so clever with wanting me to have more of something that wouldn't be beneficial for me, if you know what I'm saying. So that's how I roll. I put my foods in Well, most of my foods are in for the whole week because I can cut, copy the current day and paste into the next week. And so because my food rotation is very, very simple right now, I can do that. And then it's done. And so I know what to buy. The only thing that changes is the lettuces and the amounts of them, depending on the date of the tubbies and how, fresh the lettuces are. So, yeah, so that's how I'm rolling here today. And now it's time for me to go off and guard the naughty boys and girls for one more day. And I will be reporting back soon. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto Under 20. If you need coaching and pulling in your toolkit and just getting back to your basics, that's what it's about, getting back to basics and actually staying in the basics. It just keeps it simple if you stay in the basics. And know what your limits are of certain things. Each person, we learn as we go what works for us, right? And so that's how I roll, and that's how I like it. So I really appreciate you being here. I will see you the next time. It's ketocoachingsarah.com if you need me. And otherwise, I will see you right here on YouTube the next time. Thanks so much for watching. I don't want to do this without you, and I'm not going to. So there. See you next time. Bye-bye for now.